How's it going, everybody? I'm here to kind of do a little, not really a review because I haven't used this thing yet. I just wanted to kind of do an unboxing and what I'm disappointed about in it so far. What I like about it and kind of what I'm disappointed about it so far. First off, this is the Nisi, however you pronounce that, macro focusing rail. This one is the, just to get it right, this is from B&H Photo, Nisi macro focusing rail NM 180 with 360 degree rotating clamp, 7.1 inch length. Now keep in mind this is normally $129. It was a deal of the day or whatever it was the other day, so I got it for $89, I believe, so plus shipping and tax. So I can't remember exactly what it was total, but anyways, just do a little unboxing. It does come in a bigger box with some packaging and stuff material in it, so keep that in mind. But this is the box from the factory. It is pretty nice. I don't know why. I guess they hang it on a thing in the store there. But anyways, it's, as you can see, it's got the picture of it on there. Macro focusing rail model NM180 Nisi. It has a couple of little directorial photos on it there. Nothing on the sides, barcode on that side, nothing at all on the back, and then on the bottom. On the bottom there's that. So anyways, you can see that. So let's get into it here. So it does come with a little instruction sheet. Pretty much 2 pages front and back, or 1 page front and back. Not much to it, just kind of tells you what it is, not a whole lot else about it. Here is the device itself. It is in a foam packaging. It does already have the legs installed on it. It is pretty heavy duty. I didn't weigh it or anything. I will get to the specs here real quick. Pounds, the weight of it is 1 pound. I think that's probably about right. This is CNC'd aluminum, so not a huge deal there. Back to the box here, we do have in this little box, this is the Arca Swiss plate. And then in this box is, yes, the bag. This is the little carry pouch they give you to put it in. Let's get all this out of the way here. So bag is pretty thick and pretty decent. It does say Nisi down at the bottom there, so kind of nice. It also has the Nisi logo. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, it has the Nisi logo on the Arca Swiss plate on both sides, actually. So yeah, there you go. It's on both sides. I'm not sure what the spacing is there. It does make it look nice, though. That's for sure. And it does have a large. Oh, that actually has Nisi written on it too. I don't know if you can see that because of the light. Yeah, there's Nisi, and it is on both sides again. So. Again, that little, a butterfly nut, I don't know what else you'd call it, a key nut, but it does fold down, and it does have a regular screw head on it too. And it also does have the Allen wrench savers, or the Allen key savers on the side there, so it won't slide off of the end. It does have the grooves in there to keep it from sliding off. And also it does have a little line on each side to indicate where on the bar, sorry, I keep missing the center there, where on the bar it is at. So there's that. So now to this. Okay, so these are legs that do unscrew. You can see that they unscrew from there. And I will be taking them off because I'm going to mainly be using this on a tripod. These are, again, well built. They do also even have a tiny little rubber pad on the bottom of them, so that's nice. I don't think that's going to keep it from wiggling or whatever while you're trying to adjust it. But anyways, we'll get to that later. Now, again, this is very well built. This thing is nice and solid. I don't have any complaints about it other than, well, I'm sorry, okay. So my complaints so far are, first off, I wish they would have covered that somehow. I don't know how that would work. Honestly, again, it's a design thing. either way, it doesn't matter to me. There is not a lot of grease on this. I've heard some complaints about there being a lot of grease on this thing, and I don't see any packing grease on it, so I'm not complaining about that at all. Now, as you can see on this, it does have, it goes from 180 millimeters to 0 millimeters, 0 to 180, however you want to put it, and it does have it on both sides. So you can go either way. Now, it also, you can see there, it does have a tiny little needle to indicate where exactly it is at on each one of those sides. You can barely see that needle, but anyways, the needle is there, so you can use that for your measurements on how much you are advancing, like if you're doing macro stacking and whatnot. You can use that to determine how much you're moving for each increment before pictures. This is another thing. It does have a tensioner, so you can make it so that it's more difficult to move it, so you're not going to move it as much, or whatever you want to say. You loosen that up and it moves more freely. And then this one, little wing nut, is for the rotation, so you can lock that down so it doesn't rotate very easily. It's not going to completely lock it down, but it will rotate 360 degrees. It does have a click in place for each 90-degree point. I like that. I really like that this rotates. I have another one I'll show you in just a little bit, and I'll show you the problems and the good things about that. But anyways, I really like this. This was built a whole lot better than the other one. I'm not going to say what the other brand is. And here is the screw that locks the Swiss Argus plate into place. Now, as you can see, that's what those hex things are for. It keeps it from falling off of there, just in case you didn't tighten your screw down all the way. Now it won't move at all. So anyways, that's that. Now these things are very, very solidly built. I mean, as far as construction goes, this thing is amazingly built. It does have the little flip out thing, so you can go faster. But as you see, you're going to be moving this thing a lot. Even if it is on a tripod, it's going to move around like as much as you're moving it. So anyway, but it does have the micro movements on this side, and then got to move it a lot on that side. So now this is the part where I was getting frustrated with it. So I know they designed it like they wanted to and everything, but if you think about it, first off, let's go to wake it back up again, just in case. Let me see if there's any other information I can see. So again, it does have 11-pound load capacity, so that's really good. I don't know that you'd ever use that on this, even though you might use a larger lens, but I mean, my largest is a 105 millimeter macro lens, so that's the biggest I would ever use with this. But again, anyways, so again, this is $129 regular price. It was on sale for $89, so I went ahead and got it. And I will show you the difference what I got. So anyways, I'm going to get to this real quick. So first off, to me, it turns the wrong way. So when you're turning it right, it should be getting closer. Okay, so there's the first problem right there. It hit that handle. So I cannot use this to turn it, okay? And then you're thinking, okay, well, we'll just use the little one. Well, unfortunately, that makes that turn too. So as you can see, that is hitting that little handle. Okay, so then you rotate it, no problem. You just rotate it out of the way, right? Well, now your camera's facing the wrong way. So in other words, in this position, coming to the zero end, I can't go past about 28 millimeters. That's the closest I can get to zero. So, okay, so well, say you use a different kind of plate, or you put your plate on your camera different. Okay, so then you go to there. Well, and you can see it does have a zero marking on it, correct? I'm not blind there. There's the needle, and there's the zero. Now watch how much I get. Boom, we just hit again. So the base hits on the bottom of the bevel of that. I don't know if you can see that very well. And we are still at 14 millimeters. So we're 14 millimeters away from zero, and it's bottomed out. There's no matter which way you turn it, it doesn't matter. You can't go any further. None of them will make a difference. They beveled the plate on here to give it a little bit more space, but then this thing is in the way. This, no matter what you call it, I don't know what you call it. It's a swivel. So you can't go to zero. 14 millimeters is the closest you can get to bottom, or to the zero. So why in the world would they have put zero where they put it and then not have made it so that you can get to zero? I just don't understand that. I thought it was the craziest thing ever. And again, if you put your camera on this way, you can't turn it at all. So I can't even back up now. So if my camera has to face, in other words, I've got an Arca Swiss bracket, L bracket on my camera. So my camera would mount in here like this, and I would focus in that way, okay? So my lens is facing out this way. Now I can't get any closer. I cannot move my camera forward on the slide rail because this is hitting the bracket there. So if I turn this way, then that means my camera's facing that way. So it's not getting closer, it's moving sideways. So this is absolutely no use when you get in past or into, and let's go back to, what did it say, 28 millimeters. Nope. Still can't. 30. Just a little off. Bet we can go there. So yeah, 36 millimeters. So 36 millimeters is the only place where I get clearance. Any closer than 36, and that's it. So 36 millimeters is my stopping point as far as having my camera set on there the right way. Now I could, again, go this way, and I could go into, oops. If I've got it this way, I can go into 28 millimeters, and that's where I hit, 28, 29 millimeters, something like that. So anyways, that's as close as I can get in going that way. You can see that just barely clears there, and then there it hits. So Nisi, I'm kind of disappointed. For 130 bucks, you would think the design flaws wouldn't be that significant. It's ridiculous. Now, getting the Nisi out of the way here just to show a little. This is the other one that I've got. Now, the one thing I like about this one is I can go sideways, so I can make little micro adjustments, which, you know, I mean, depending on how you're not going to be making adjustments sideways while you're moving in, because if you do that, your whole focus alignment is going to be off, so your stacking is not going to work right. So anyways, it does have that. Now, this is the problem with this one. When it's right here, it makes it very difficult to mount your camera on there, because that handle, or that tightening screw, is right up in the middle of everything. So the only way you can get past that would be to take this all the way out like that. Nope, sorry, that doesn't work either. So yeah, this one works differently. This one mounts on your tripod this way, and then the whole mount moves instead of just being a slide rail. It's actually a slide mount, maybe, I guess you could say. So that doesn't work very well either. As you can see, it's a lot sloppier. This is not macro. I mean, it's not, the tolerances on it are not anywhere near as good as the Nisi is. But again, it's just the fact that they put the numbers on there to where they don't work. And again, for that much money, you would think they would have. You'd think they would have gotten that right, at least, because maybe they didn't test it before they did it. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't. Yeah, maybe they didn't test its abilities in length and depth and everything before they designed it. I don't know how. Anyways, you know what I'm getting at. But anyways, I do like this one. Again, the really cool things about it. are, it does have those little padded legs. So, I mean, the table moves more than the mount does, so that's kind of neat. But there you go. So you can kind of keep it still, depending on how you're holding your camera and everything. Just depend everything, and of course depends on your how tight you have it. So see, it moves a little bit more, but you loosen that all the way up, and it does okay. I mean, as long as you're not going too fast, which you shouldn't be going too fast anyways, and trying to keep it still at the same time. So, but anyways, so Swiss Arga, or Arga Swiss, whatever you want to say there, and it does have the slots so that you can mount that on there. This is the neat part too. This has it also. So it does have the 1/4-inch mounting bolt on the bottom, and that actually is an adapter for the 3/8, so you can do 1/4 to 3/8 on there. And then it does have the slots so that you can mount this on an Arga Swiss mount. So makes it really quick. That's the way I use everything. If I were going to mount this on a ball head, I could just put that on like that, tighten it down, and it is good to go. It is mounted on there, so really good. I really like that. And you know, again, it's not game ending with it not going to the 0. I mean, it doesn't really matter that it doesn't go all the way to 0. I mean, who would start at 0 and go up from there anyways? But still, the point is for that much money, you would think they would have got the markings right from the get-go. But again, this is what you get in the package, and the instructions. Not a big deal, but really nice setup. Again, just for that price, I would have hoped they would have gotten it right from the manufacturer. But it's not a deal breaker. It's not a game ender or anything like that. It works the way it should. This was the Nisi macro focusing rail, and I got it from B&H Photo. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, put them in the comment section. And as always, please like and subscribe if you want to. Not a big deal if you don't, but this is Ron's Reviews, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.